EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler Justin Tucker has it on the tee. And off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This game will start with a throw on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's DTR. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Sims now to return it. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To the air one more time with Jackson. On the move past the 40. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, this is strong. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7 0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. We are through 1. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Second down and 3. Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Ford. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Thompson Robinson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back from the secondary into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up. And in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Aguilar goes off in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Jackson up top again. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and 8. Aguilar goes off in motion. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Browns offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw, Thompson Robinson. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. The Browns offense going to take over just before the half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Thompson Robinson. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's 1st and 10. DTR to throw. That's caught by 4. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. A deep shot for Aguilar. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion comes Andrews. Here's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Ooh. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Open man, that's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's DTR. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up.
And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Thompson-Robinson to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Back to throw. Thompson-Robinson. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
To the left side, he's got Njoku. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Here's Thompson Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.